Do you ever look around and think, how did they even get away with that? As it turns out, some of the world's most expensive construction mistakes were made by some of the most powerful nations in the world. From miscalculated budgets to incorrect design plans, these mistakes cost countries billions of dollars and set them back years in terms of progress. Let's take a look at the world's most expensive mega construction mistakes. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the most expensive construction mistakes ever made, and the costly consequences that came with them. So, get ready to watch some of the most expensive and epic fails in history. Let's get started. The Lotus Riverside disaster is one of the most expensive construction mistakes in the world. This tragedy occurred in 2009 in Shanghai, China, when one of the 13-story residential buildings of the Lotus Riverside complex collapsed, claiming the life of one construction worker. The cause of the accident was later revealed to be due to the construction of a garage under the collapsed building, in which the removal of large quantities of earth caused water from a nearby creek to pour in, creating the muddy foundation to topple. Also negligence in process and disregard for quality. Shady foundations made of pre-stressed, precast piles, non-compliance with construction standards, and the rush to complete the project quickly were all contributing factors. The aftermath of the disaster was devastating. The developers of the complex had to pay out millions in compensation to the homeowners and for the repairs of the adjacent buildings. The total cost was estimated to be around $30 million. This event had far-reaching consequences and highlighted the importance of enforcing safety regulations and conducting thorough inspections when it comes to large construction projects. It also served as a reminder to the construction industry that shortcuts can put lives in danger and result in tremendous financial losses. The events of the Lotus Riverside disaster are a tragedy that will never be forgotten. It serves as a reminder to the construction industry to take every precaution to ensure that projects are executed with the highest standards of safety. This disaster has also shown the immense financial losses that can occur if safety measures are not taken seriously. Therefore, it is essential that construction companies take every precaution to ensure that their projects are of the highest quality and that all construction regulations are met. The tragic incident of the Seongsu Bridge collapse in 1994 is a reminder of the cost of negligence and inattention to detail in engineering. Located in Seoul, Korea, the bridge was designed to take on a load of 36.3 tons per car, but vehicles of 47.3 tons were using the bridge as well. This, combined with an engineering flaw discovered in certain joints post-investigation, led to the collapse of the central section of the bridge into the Han River. The incident tragically cost the lives of 31 people, and the State Council had to pay $185,000 to compensate for the lives lost, along with $2 million worth of repairs. The investigation into the collapse revealed that certain repairs and scheduled maintenance had not been followed through. The bridge was constructed in 1978 and had gone through various repairs and maintenance, but it was apparent that the engineers had not taken into account the extra load that was being placed on the bridge by the heavier vehicles. The extra load, combined with the engineering flaw, meant that the bridge was not able to withstand the load, leading to its collapse. The tragedy of the Seongsu Bridge collapse serves as a reminder of engineering safety significance and the need for engineers to pay strict attention to detail while building bridges and other structures. Additionally, it serves as a reminder of the price of carelessness and the necessity for engineers to account for any additional loads that might be placed on a structure, and a sobering reminder of the dangers of engineering carelessness and attention deficit disorder, as well as the value of safety and meticulousness in the building of bridges and other infrastructure. The Sydney Opera House is an iconic landmark in Australia, and is one of the world's most famous and recognised buildings. Located on Sydney Harbour, the building houses the city's world-famous opera house, which hosts a variety of concerts, performances and events. The Sydney Opera House was designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon and opened in 1973. The building, which is made up of a series of interlocking shells, is an architectural masterpiece, and the design was inspired by the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the surrounding environment. The building is made up of over 1 million tiles, which were laid in a pattern that is both attractive and functional. The construction of the building was a long and expensive process. It took almost 14 years to build and ended up costing over 14 million Australian dollars, more than twice the original budget. The Opera House also faced a number of acoustical issues due to the improper planning of the stage production halls. To rectify this, an additional 300 million Australian dollars was spent to improve the acoustics. Today, the Sydney Opera House is a beloved cultural landmark and one of the most popular tourist attractions in Australia. It is a beloved symbol of the city and a source of pride for many Sydneysiders. The building is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the most recognisable buildings in the world. The Sydney Opera House is a testament to the beauty of architecture and the importance of taking the time to get the details right. The Walkie-Talkie, a skyscraper located in London, is a perfect example of an expensive construction mistake. The building, which cost over £200 million to construct, was nicknamed the Walkie-Scorchy due to its devastating effects on its surrounding environment. The Walkie-Scorchy earned its name due to the building's unusually shaped glass facade, which created a concave mirror that reflected sunlight onto the street. This reflection caused the sunlight to be magnified and reach temperatures of around 72 degrees Celsius, resulting in damage to the surrounding environment. Reports of cracking tiles, charred carpets, and even melting of paint and cars have been reported due to the intense heat. The building's architectural mistake was so extreme that it cost another £10 million to fix. A sunscreen was placed across the building's curved face in order to reduce the glare, though this did not completely eliminate the problem. Residents of the area have also complained about the heat, which has made the area uncomfortable and unpleasant during the summer months. The Walkie-Talkie turned Walkie-Scorchy is a prime example of a mega construction mistake that has cost a lot of money to fix. Unfortunately, this mistake could have been avoided if the building's design was properly assessed before it was completed. The mistake has cost both the building's owners and the surrounding community financially and emotionally. The Aon Center, formerly known as the Amoco Building, is one of Chicago's tallest structures and an architectural wonder. It was built in 1974 and is a simple, rectangular, tubular steel frame structure. What made it stand out was its cladding, with Carrara marble imported from Tuscany, making it the world's largest marble-clad building. Unfortunately, the marble began to form numerous cracks due to its thinness. Pieces of the slab began to detach and crash down below, leading to an expensive makeover in the 1990s. The marble was replaced with a more suitable granite, at a cost of $80 million. The Aon Center is also home to a number of businesses, including the headquarters of Aon plc, the multinational professional services firm that is the building's namesake. Other tenants include Microsoft, Boeing, and the University of Chicago. The Aon Center is a major part of the Chicago skyline and an impressive sight to behold. The building's marble cladding may have been a costly mistake, but it remains a unique and beautiful part of the city. The Tacoma Narrows Bridge in Washington State was a marvel of engineering when it was built in 1940. Spanning the Tacoma Narrows Strait, the bridge was the world's third largest suspension bridge and the first cable suspension bridge to incorporate a series of plate girders as roadbed support. The bridge was estimated to have cost around $6 million at the time, and, when adjusted for inflation, would be equivalent to $1 billion in today's dollars. Despite the grandeur of the bridge, it was doomed from the start. Due to engineering flaws, the bridge was unable to withstand the winds of the region and would buckle and sway in even moderate gusts. On the fateful day of its collapse, the wind speed was a brisk 19 meters per second, and the bridge twisted in opposite directions, causing it to collapse into the river. Fortunately, no human life was lost in the disaster. The collapse of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge was a tragedy, but it was also a lesson in engineering and construction. Post-investigation brought forth a new engineering theory, wind theory occultations. This new theory, which took into account the aerodynamic forces of the wind and the structure of the bridge, was used to inform future bridge design and help prevent such failures from occurring again. What other measures do you believe should be taken to prevent such tragedies from occurring in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Together, let's raise awareness of the world's most expensive mega construction mistakes and learn how to avoid them in the future. Stay tuned for more informative content like this. Thanks for watching.